Welcome to our life-changing coaching session. It's a group coaching session for all participants, and I'm your host, Maratib, and today is 20th of July, 2020. So it's a very important topic. It's a very dear topic to everyone, and many people get emotional when they hear about uh, discussing about yourself. And this is also very important topic for me. So I hope that you will learn and you will share something important which is significant for your life. And we will start now. The topic, this is a series of webinar online meeting. And today we are going to discuss only part one. I will give you the overview about who you are and how does it work, uh, who am I, and you will have a comprehensive details of the thing about you. You will be very clear about who you are, and at least you will not be in deception that you are something and you are thinking about yourself something else. So bear with me, and I love to ask your feedback, and I love to hear your feedback about anything. So you are very welcome to question and raise your hand, or you can type in the chatting room, chatting window as well. So today's session is about. Uh, we will start from the identity crisis, uh, and that's everyone, youngster, old people, and even very old people as well, older people, people who are in mid 30, 40, 50s of their age. Everybody has a problem of about identity crisis. We will look into then also a lot of people needs to know which things I'm born with, and uh, why I born actually, why I'm in this world. That's the whole point of our presentation. There are many paradigms or things like I'm a biological being, or I'm a spiritual being, or I'm an entrepreneur being, or I'm also a evolutionary being. Um, Also, we will do some brainstorming session. Then we will discuss about how we are socially conditioned by our culture, by our city, by our government, by our schools, and it's a very life-changing stuff we will discuss. We will discuss in this thing about I'm a product of nature, or I'm a product of a leadership development. If I bring across the leadership development program, or my life is trying to help myself to become a great leader, so that I should be a successful, or rather than be a failure person. We will discuss about it. And we will also know about what the vision of Dr. Stevens' work in regards to who I am and what is actually my voice. And we will proceed to the next part for next weeks as well. So this is the thing we will try to cover this. So let's go with Uh, Before going to, I want to tell you every Sunday we do this session on different topics, and we also recruit volunteer. If you are, if you like to work with us, you are very happy. And we are very happy to work with you. Uh, you can join our Google Classroom. It's a free of cost on this link, or you can use this class code where we will sharing different things, and you will also get a lot of slides and resources as well. Or you can send a email on this. Please respect the privacy of other in this session. You can take the notes, ideally. Um, Also mute your microphone all the time. If you can't unmute, if you want to ask the question, please raise your hand or ask me. I will unmute your mic. Um, we encourage you to have a video question also. Very welcome. And I will allow you to have open your video, and because it's a recording, so your video will also be recording as well. So who is this session for? This session is anyone who is a truth lover or reality seeker, who want a meaningful brainstorming, who love criticism and always challenge their thoughts, who wants to make the difference in the life of yourself, or also life in other people's persons as well. Who wants to change the direction, who wants to really learn something meaningful vision in their life. So let's begin the session. Right. So we have a identity crisis, like I said. So when we say the identity crisis, okay, you can't hear. Let me see my mic. Yeah, my mic is okay. Now you can hear me. Maybe you can check your speakers. Jenny, Ruth, you can hear me. Yeah, she can hear me. Now, Zara, maybe you can try to um, tap on your speakers. Yeah, she's saying the microphone must be off on your computer, or yeah. Yeah, now you should be hearing me. Yeah, Zara, are you trying? Okay. Yeah, maybe you can try to leave the room and then reconnect it. Okay. So we will proceed for our session. So identity crisis is important in terms of many people, or at least 95% people who are not self-aware. They have the issue that who they are and what they are really supposed to do ideally. Because it's our information knowledge worker age. Uh, we have so much information about everything, and it is very raw information, and also very sophisticated and very meaningful information. through media, through internet, through books, through authors, through social media especially. Uh, so, because we have so much information around us about every industry, every department, everything. Um, so many times we think that we, we who we are. Um, I'm in a legal relationship, like I'm a father or mom or dad, uh, or who I'm a journalist. I have a political sense as well. Uh, I should become a politician. I should become an author. Uh, I should do that business. I should also be on a podcast, broadcaster as well. Or sometime we think I'm a very religious person. I need to commit my life towards my religion, or I need to change my religion, or uh, there are so many things all the time. It's a monkey mind. Is all the time. It's coming thoughts, um, and especially when you haven't discovered yourself, then these thoughts make your identity in sort of crisis, or definitely crisis. Then, uh, and many times you pursue to find uh, how to avoid these crises, but still you are in the crisis, even though you read many books on the same subject, isn't it? Um, uh, Even when I say the identity is a very big thing, is a very subjective thing. Uh, Identity, we will further go what the identity means, but it also related your gender identity as well, your language identity, your country, your city, your culture, your religion, your race, um, your professions, your business outlook, your different skills. So, I mean, or you are, I mean, that's a very confusing question about. So we will try to find its answer today in our presentation. It's the same thing about uh, which things I born with naturally, or I born for naturally. Um, it does mean that many people who play very good piano, the other people feedback them, oh, you naturally very good at piano, or you are very good naturally um, in other things as well, in other you are god gifted talented in writing, or you sounds like an actress, or you are naturally a mathematician, or a genius in science. So we get the very feedback like this from people, or maybe sometime from us, but to be honestly, we really don't know uh, that other people are trying to giving me a fake feedback or even a true feedback. And the question is that true feedback from them is really true? Am I really good at these things naturally? Or also is the question that the things which I naturally born with or for are really natural? Are really those things I'm good at? Is that I'm just trying to give you a broader vision about which in which things you good at, or how you need to think about in finding these things. So these are the very important things which will never be satisfied in our life, especially in so complexing age. We really don't know about, especially. which things we are born with. One thing is which things are naturally we born for, like which things I need to achieve naturally, how I born, what I'm supposed to do, that relate with my goals, with my purpose of life, with my other things. And other things are which I have a tools with me when I born, when I was a baby, when I was in my mom's tummy. So there are two things, and we don't know. We really don't know. We try to find the answer, and just we are so busy that we can't find its answer. And I'm trying to discuss these things in this important session. Um, so uh, let's go further about who I am. Um, what are your thoughts at the moment? What do you think about yourself, who you are, or are you confident? You are 30% confident, 50%, 70%, 100%. Are you confident? So um, don't try to be accurate. Uh, just tell that who you are. Ask yourself, who am I? Um, lot of things, lot of identity you can associate yourself, but who you are truly is imagine yourself. Imagine. Mm. Anybody wants to answer, and then we can further go ahead. Yeah. Um, yeah. Think what image you have about yourself. Yeah. Anybody? Right. Let's go further and we will discuss the same question after a couple of minutes. Yeah. So um, imagine I'm going to tell you a couple of pictures and you need to um, uh, think about who they are. So we're trying to explore. This man, how sounds he look like? He looks like a scientist, isn't he? He's a very rational person. Mm. Um, he's very smart person as well. Yeah. Oh, who is he? The guy who is middle, wearing a black suit, black clothes. I think they are doing some mystic things, and it's a very typical Sufi or mystical dance, and they are doing something, and they don't know about their surrounding when they are doing this. Who they are uh, must be very mystical people, very spiritual people, kind of. Let's go further. Who, who is he? Um, he looks very courageous, very strong person, and he looks like adventurous. Yeah. Um, who wants to conquer the world physically, actually. Yeah. And yeah. Um, and oh, what about this? Uh, the lady and the person both looks very smart, very belongs to corporate world, uh, entrepreneur. They are the business uh, persons. they are discussing something about important related with jobs or business. Um, so I have tried to show you four pictures here. Obviously, there are many roles in our world, but just I have chosen these four because in our life we come across with ourselves or different people in these four roles, or there are so many 10, 20, 50 roles as well. So I have chosen only four roles. Um, and every role has a different paradigm about themselves. So what we trying to do now, we will see how each role has a different paradigm or the mindset about life, how they think about life or about themselves, why they are like this. For example, the guy who is look scientist, how he will be scientist and what are life's whereabout about him, and what he thinks about life, um, and how he will become a scientist, because it is his identity, isn't it? It is, he thinks that who he, he is or she is a scientist. So we will think about what a paradigm of scientific mind actually is. So the same thing about that mystic person, that spiritual being, what he thinks about himself, what he thinks um, about life, uh, about his existence actually, in a philosophical way, or maybe in a normal conditioning way. We will also explore that life who looks very courageous in a third image, what he thinks about life, and the same thing about in a very cooperative manner, what that young person or lady thinks about what life is, and who they are. So we will try to take these four paradigms and we will discuss. Is that make sense? It will help us to try to figure out ourselves. If um, so, for example, you are a musician, you are a computer software expert, or you are accountant, you are a painter, you are a doctor or engineer. So anything you are, so we you can also have a critical uh, questioning about yourself, about very existence about you, isn't it? So uh, let's go for further paradigm A, B, C. So I have named this gentleman science as a paradigm A, and this mystic man is a paradigm B, and then this adventurous person paradigm C, and fourth is entrepreneur paradigm D. So these are the four paradigms, and we will see that they're based on their identity, who they are and what they thinks about life and about the other stuff. Yeah. So let's go. So this is a paradigm A. So paradigm A, who am I? That is for paradigm of scientist, which I show you the picture. So that picture is about, so who is he? He is a biological being. He thinks that he is a biological being. He's a made of uh, organs, cells, and is purely based on scientific mechanism, isn't it? That's I rated it as a biological person. Yeah. Um, and his mindset is based on science. Um, his his mindset is revolving about empirical method of observation or conclusion. Yeah, based on five senses, uh, by uh, by seeing, by listening, by tasting. So these type of five senses, he is based upon. Um, he is very much involved with physical world, and he thinks that the actually the whole world is matter, and he is also matter, um, and therefore he is thinking. Um, he is a rational cop. He believes um, with his brain wiring, which give him reasons to conclude something internally or externally. Yeah, and based on rationalism, he gets something truth. He gets something ongoing um, conclusion. Obviously, scientists don't think that they have known the final truth, but it's ongoing. Yeah, they know that because they think that this whole conclusion or scientific experiments are pure physical. So they think that the universe is made of atom, molecules, uh, physical objects. Yeah, and that's why he's made by this universe. Is so this is a paradigm. That's his own uh, perspective about himself or herself, about of a scientist. Yeah, so that's a paradigm one, yeah, about science. Let's go for paradigm B, which was that mystical person or religious person. Here is go. That religious person, or maybe philosophical person, or a person maybe very spiritually strong, you know, very spiritually strong. We come across like many people in our life. I rated him as a spiritual being. He thinks that he's very mystical. He knows the secrets of this universe. He knows the secret of this life and many things which we don't know or you don't know. Sometimes she refers herself as a religious person because she or he listen the conscious voice of conscious, which give them the sense of right and wrong, what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong, isn't it? So conscious is a very important for them, which you cannot find. Yeah. Also, they think that they are the enlightened people. Are they belongs to phenomena of enlightenment. That in this whole universe, some group of people, they know the truth, the ultimate truth about everything. They are many people who are spiritually enlightened, and they call themselves as a mystic people. Um, in any or religious people, very strongly religious committed people as well, because their whole knowledge or conclusion is based on experience, because they have known ultimate reality. They know that what is a reality. One reality which that scientist know, or that business person knows, or that adventurous person knows. That is a very superficial reality they know. They think they know everything. Yeah. They know actually, or they know at least on a superior level what is truth mean. Yeah. Their whole life is about metaphysical things. What is life? What is good? What is love? Um, what is not love? What is they think matter is a deception because they think that matter does not exist sometimes. They really they think. Um, so they also know who they are. and they are so much influential people in our world as well. They called spiritual gurus, spiritual leaders. Uh, you can see them in every country, in every religion as well. I'm not talking about mainstream religious people or mainstream so-called people, but they are very typical people in every country, in every religion, in every regions. Um, so, but they have a very good sense who they are, very strongly commitment they have, very confident they are. Yeah. So, so let's go for the next one, which is paradigm C, which I talk about that person who is very adventurous, who is very naturalist, evolutionary naturalist type of person who loves to explore the world, um, like a Discovery Channel or Natural Geographic Channel. Many people uh, loves to have a video about what they are doing, which are natural world. So I'm talking about them and what they think about them. So that's a paradigm C. Um, well, I refer them as a evolutionary being. Yeah, like they think that everything has been evolved from something. Yeah, they think that they have been evolved from other species to current species. They believe in Big Bang, and they believe in a nature, of course. So they are very, very strong about their beliefs because they love to explore through not only with their rational pattern of thinking, but also they think that they are himself or herself are made by atoms. They are organic people. Yeah. They think that the universe is forever. Yeah, and they are part of universe. Yeah, and they are just in one of the phase out of million at the moment they are experiencing. Yeah. Um it's sometimes it's close with the paradigm B as well. um, so paradigm B is also related with that type of things as well. But obviously that is very materialistic thing. So they think that everything is changing continuously, and he is also changing very continuously. Today, um, he or she is something, and tomorrow they will be something else. They believe on observation. They think that we are the survival species on this planet. Um, More likely, the Darwin's theory of evolution, um, when they or he refers that species those survive who have the better pattern to survive in conditioning. Yeah. So these are these they people are, so they have very clear sense about themselves who they are, and they think that they are surviving in this modern age in July 2020. um, so they are part of the whole Big Bang uh, result, um, and they believe in time, space, and they are very clear. They're very solid about them. They know that who they are. You know, um, obviously they are skeptical because they don't know a lot of things, and they always in conquest to know unknown things, unknown realities. Obviously, but uh, they they are great observer, like paradigm B people who are mystic. uh, they cannot believe until they experience. They cannot believe on God until they experience God, as they say. The same thing about these people. uh, they say that they are still knowing the nature, and they keep going on. that's why they do so much adventurous things. They record them, they bring to the people on the television, on social media, and we love them. And maybe we are one of them. We don't know, isn't it? Uh, so let's go to the next one is the paradigm D, which we explore. I told you about entrepreneur paradigm. That's the go. That's the entrepreneur paradigm. Who I am. Uh, I say them they are business people. Their mind is very very optimistic, positive, um, about making money, about contribution in a real world. Yeah, they like to build factories, or they like to set up organizational structure, and how they will run themselves or their environment through principle based uh, paradigms, through some principles, values, lot of other things, isn't it? So that's why I call them principle based beings. Um, so, and they are very successful. They discuss about different things and phenomena and people in terms of they are successful and they are failure. You know, these type of thing, setting they have, because they know, they discuss or they perceive the world in a psychological manner. Yeah. Um, and they, because they are good in human behavior understanding, they know that why people behave in this way, because they learn a lot of things from the books, from their trainings, corporate trainings, leadership development trainings, because they have a very fine purpose of their life. They had made goals for them, not only for them, but also for their organization, for their teams. They believe on values, and they have actually formulated values. Very, very strong in our world. Lot of celebrities, lot of trainers, coaches, business icons, personalities, they are in this category. And because they know that who they are, they, because everything they are learning. So uh, one of my favorite celebrity or leadership guru is Brian Tracy. Uh, and he said that everything you can learn through your mental intelligence. Uh, so cognition is all the time is process for these people, because they think that they are on path of success. Uh, they are very centered in principle, around principle. Like Dr. Stephen Covey, my guru, um, he wrote a lot of literature and books and designed a lot of trainings, and all trainings revolves around principles based leadership style. Um, he was amazing person. So he thinks that who he is, and he is born by God, and he has to live by principle. And so that's just example I'm giving, but there are so many other peoples who are living by principles in a not a noticeable manner, like on a ordinary manner. He or she is a dad or mom, and they are bringing up their children's training and education based on principle, natural principle. Yeah. So because they believe on leadership development, so that's why they know that who they are the leader, and they want their children and their student as a leader. Yeah. So that's the whole big paradigm uh, of who I am, because they have great resource of learning everything. They love to read books. They love to read or watch long movies, long documentaries, because they want to learn something meaningful. Uh, so that is a fourth category of person. They think that who they are. So what I mean to say, they think that they are leader and they want to influence other people. Uh, Other people means their immediate family, their children, their spouses, if they, their boss, their managers, their colleagues in the society, their friends, their followers on Twitter or on YouTube. So they are in this category. They know very well who they are, and think that they think that they are leader because they are earning money. They can survive at best in any environment. In any environment. Yeah? So um, that's the fourth paradigm of people who think that who they are. So um, okay, that's right. So let's see that four people which I showed you in a early of this presentation in this coaching session, and after that we will have a question answer session quickly. Then we will further go for the next um, points of this presentation. So uh, paradigm A type of people, they are very biological being, very scientific mind of people. Yeah. Are you one of them? Hmm? Yes, Anish, are you one of them? Yes, Jenny, you are one of them. Yes, Zara, are you one of them? Or any one of you are paradigm B, spiritual being? Uh, you have a great sense of being a mystic person. You know that who you are. You are not scientist. You are not businessman or business lady, or you are that type of adventurous person. Yeah, paradigm C, or you are a business lady or woman. You know, so uh, who you are. Let's do some brainstorming. Yes, anybody can. You can unmute yourself and
Yeah,
participate, please.
yeah. I think I'm a mixture of everything.
Okay, I see. Yeah, so it means that I'm giving you some example. Just
Yeah,
it's not like that everybody will have be a paradigm A only, not
yeah,
paradigm B or C, D,
yeah,
or any other things.
yeah,
But obviously, everybody has a sense or a good understanding of many paradigms or what their lifestyle is about. Um, but my question, the purpose of this coaching session is to really find who you are, which paradigm is on the top of your life, and you are not actually doing that thing.
yeah,
These four are just example. There are so many other roles or paradigms you can imagine, and you need
yeah,
to explore it.
yeah,
So that's the whole purpose of discovery of this session.
yeah.
um, so um,
I wanted to mention something here.
yes, please.
This identity crisis that you mentioned. Some people call it midlife crisis, maybe. That is, or that's a different thing, or it's the same thing.
You're saying midlife crisis?
Midlife crisis, yeah.
Uh, doesn't necessarily.
Okay.
I believe personally that every person, right from the childhood, when
Yeah,
after 2 years or 3 years of infanthood and then the childhood, they are continuously in identity crisis.
yeah,
Every age, every life which they are passing, even
mm,
in a mid 60, 70, 80, they are finding they are in a different identity. They are in a different now in a role, and many
yeah,
times
yeah,
they think that oh now she or he has passed 30, 40 years of life.
Yeah.
I think she was, I was this actually. Why
Yeah.
I did this?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
Correct.
doing?
Yeah.
So it's a endless type of thoughts. It will continuously coming. Um, Even after 10 years, you will still think, oh, um, even though you have spent more 10 years of life, but
Yeah.
I still finding who I am. And
Yeah.
after 50 years or 60 years, still we are finding who we are. But it's a really question. It's a really powerful thought and feelings which I try to enlighten you that who we are. And
Correct.
uh, that is the main thing. Don't stick with you one identity. These are
Yeah.
all man-made identities. Every
Correct.
culture um, have their own set pattern of success and failure, and who, who are their role model. Nothing is permanent, everything is evolving, and you need to decide yourself what you can do best. I come back to you, Zara.
Yeah.
Anish has a question.
Sure.
uh, Anish, you can unmute yourself, please.
Yes. Can you
Yes.
ask? Sir, I ask one question. Helping person which follow in these categories? If person are belong to helping to others and relatives and neighbors, so which fall in this category?
Um, well, you mean if somebody is in health industry, or they are doctor or nurse or in medicine field, or pharmacist, obviously the main purpose of my this category, who you are, that you need to discover yourself. And um, obviously you doesn't necessary to relate yourself one of these paradigm A, B, C, D, which I'm describing here. That you need to find yourself who you are best at, who, what you can contribute best, and why. uh, were you born successfully, enriched by God, um, and you are taking these tools with you, you, or you have become due to your society? That is a question we are discussing
Yes,
here. So what do you think, who you are actually, Anish?
yes. Well, basically, I am my point of view, my psychological behavior. I belong to paradigm B, spiritual being.
Okay.
So my
Okay. Yeah. And why you think that you are more inclined towards spiritually side? Uh, and I mentioned in, I think you came late little bit. We discuss
yes,
about
yes,
details about spiritual being paradigm, what type of these people, and in and they believe in so influential things like about life, about what is success, and what really ultimate reality is. They know that, and they are very
yes,
peaceful. They live longer. They are so influenced when
yes, yes,
people sit with them. People feel very peaceful. Uh,
yes,
so you think that you belongs to this category, right?
yes, Bulk. Yes, all
Oh
right.
wow, amazing, amazing. Yeah, and obviously, um, the other identities in your life will have secondary or level. Um, so obviously, I must suggest you keep working on this category as a spiritual being, um,
Yes,
and best of luck. And we will continue to struggle to find our who we are. And this is a
yes,
part one
yes,
actually. This series is a part one. I just want to give you a bigger picture about who you are, and in next part I will tell you more things about how we can further discover about ourselves. We don't need to deceive ourselves. We are in really
Yes.
self-deception. Sometimes we are deceiving ourselves. Our mind is a great deceptor. Our mind, our
Yes.
brain
Yes.
gives us a very uh, sometimes irrational thing with the rationalizing that why she or he is, why she did or he did, why or she chose that thing, uh, and
Yes.
actually,
Yes.
and so with this deception we proceed our life, obviously, and ultimate we get suffer. So everything we
Yes.
will
Yes.
try to be deceived by either our own thoughts or our cultural or our other people's thought. We all the time get suffering, or most of the time we get suffering. All the time we are in pain. So because we haven't discovered ourselves, that's why we are in suffering. So in every role, the bottom line in every role, if you are suffering at the end, it means you were not
Hmm.
made for that role. Because ultimate, you need to be enlightened, you need to be a peaceful person, and you need to have a really sense of peace, ultimate sense. You should know the reality. If you are not in that, it means you are not made for that, uh, mm,
Yes. Yes.
that made profession, that field, or that relationship, or that type of self-taught deception. So
Yes. Yes.
uh, let's go further. Uh, and I will ask you further in next 10 minutes as well. We have 10 to 15 minutes further. Um,
Yes. Yes.
yes, so we will discuss further. Yeah, I'm just muting you guys, and then we will go further as well. What about Jenny? About yourself, who you are?
Well, I found out from this that I'm more D because of the business mind, and
Okay.
I am optimistic and positive about making money. Also community oriented, but I'm also enriched by God. I feel like everything I have is a gift that He gave me, and so it's really His. It's not mine per se. He gave it to me, and He would like to see what I do with that. So it's important not only to um, to use the leadership skills. I know that I am a leader, and I love to lead people, and I like to learn. I'm also the adventurous, but just a little bit. I like to adventure out into new things, but I know at the end of the day where it comes from. Like for me, it's from God. So, but I also am a very high achiever, very high achiever. I
Excellent.
think I'm D.
Okay, okay, excellent. Amazing. Well, if you have this strong feeling, consistent feeling, what you are, um, and you are happy, not on a superficial level, but from your heart, spiritually, you are uh, in a comfort zone. Yeah. I'm not talking about comfort zone, artificial comfort zone which we make, try to avoid to face a certain situation, and we are in comfort zone. Not that comfort zone. The comfort zone in response of our chosen field, and continuously struggling to know the ultimate reality. And once we are in, then we are in comfort zone, that ultimate comfort zone I'm talking about. So Jenny looks very optimistic, very positive, and the same thing, the other people who are in a great sense of where they are, and they do not have a suffering, they know who they are. And it's a science. We can achieve this. Obviously very less number of people they can, but obviously they can. And my series of this who I am is actually has a goal that my all participant and viewers of my this presentation and coaching session, they should have a very clarity, high degree of clarity, and they should feel confident who they are, or at least they will work on who they are, and then from there they will lead their life, rather than if your society is giving you a definition who you are. Don't try to give other people power. Don't try to give other culture give you power to define you. You need to define yourself. That is the ultimate goal of my coaching session, and that you should be. So you need to be very careful about defining yourself. Maybe you are defining like other people have tried to define you, and you are following the social mirrors. You are under influence of so much cultural software's intensity, or you are victimized, but you are pretending to be a happy, actually you are a victim. So if you are feeling in continuously, you think you need to conclude that you are not in the mode that you know that who you are. You have actually lost yourself, true self. Um, you are actually you are following that self which have been defined by your schooling, which have been defined by your society, your childhood, your probably spouse, your your children, or your self-made identity as well. So that is a really dilemma and tragedy, um, and that's we have to come out. And this journey, if you want to go with me, I will try to enlighten you that you should be able to come out from this suffering. Uh, Obviously, I'm not a spiritual guru, or I'm not like that person that you follow me and then you will come out from this suffering mode. But I will give you enough uh, thoughts and passion related content, so that if you will work on that yourself, then you should come out. I believe so. So let's go further. We are in the last section in our coaching session. We have done already this brainstorming session, that what do you think who you are and why. Uh, so let's go further. Um, and that is the next mode of nurture, who I am. It's a very important. Again, there are many things will be overlapping. Yeah. So you need to be a very challenging about thinking when you are thinking about yourself. Um, you need to be very critical about yourself, because this is a mind-blowing thoughts which I want you to think about yourself. So who you are, who I am what my grandparents were, what my parents were, what belong, which caste I belongs to, or which race I belongs to, which ethnicity which I belongs to, who I am. I'm living in city or a village. Does it make matter for me? Um, I know there is a sense that I'm from city, I'm from village, and I'm because I'm fail because I belongs to a village, a small village. I belongs to because my city was small. Many people have this thought. Everything is they have influenced by this type of limiting beliefs, or you are because of schooling, your teacher. Uh, because teacher play a very important role. You are today because your teacher has taught you something important, and that's why you are following them. Your school has you have become because of schooling, or your When I'm schooling, it means your whole academic career till university or even after that. Or you are now because of your professional, because you have worked in accountancy firm, because you are the solicitor or lawyer, or because you were in a business field of that type of category. Yeah. Or you are because you have because of your legal parents, or your biological parents, or your carer, or your brother, sisters, or your cousins, or your family background. So this is actually about relationships, um, specifically family relationships, whether it's a carer or a biological things. Who are you because of them, or um, are you trying to make a male or female things? Many people have a strong sense of I can't do because I'm a female. I can't do because I'm a male. There is a sense, and that's made them success or fail in their life. Also, they are in American identity or Chinese or Arab or any other thing. Do you have this type of feeling? Um, or in terms of religion, you are Christian or Muslim or Hindu or Buddhist or even atheist or anything. Uh, are you because of that thing? Or um, it is because perhaps you are governed by your emotions. Your own psychology is governing you, and you think that they are the reality, isn't it? Um, or you are a politician, or you are a millionaire, or you are a mother, or you are a father, or you are a director. Because of these things, you think that who you are, are they your identities? Or because you are what now is a result of the social mirror. You are following so much social mirror. You are um, in every part of life, in a 24 hours day, every minute, every hour you are passing by, you are actually copying someone. Oh, why you are doing this? Because I saw someone was doing this. Or you are doing you are doing you are making the strategy of your life, business life, or your personal life, because you have seen someone to do this. So you are absolutely mirroring them, isn't it? It's not a part of our reality. It is. We do. uh, and now the question is, all type of mirroring is good or bad? uh, so that's a question, but I'm just giving you thoughts about uh, we are indulged in mirrors, and where actually we are. You know, when you see the mirror, what you see? Uh, Sometimes a flattering face. Oh, this is a person. Oh, I'm a beautiful, or I'm not a beautiful. I'm okay, or I am something which is not really nice, or I'm a very great person. So when you see the mirror, uh, actually you are defining yourself, and your thoughts are defining you, but your thoughts are in result of your social mirrors. You learn from your society, from your schooling till this age, isn't it? Whether we admit it or not, we are. That's why we made a personality based a self-deception around us. I'm here talking in some critical way, which challenge our own self. Um, so we have built our personality. Uh, Maybe we have grown our beard, we remove our mustache, or in particular type of comb we do, or I dress to become like uh, like what I want to become. But maybe we are not actually from inner side. That's I'm talking about. Who we are, who I am, or I'm just what my cultural is driving me. Yeah. So that's all things um, which is very uh, uh, is pinching us actually. But sometimes we know these things, but many times we don't know, because um these type of nurturing we have done without our, nothing is in our hand, because what I am because of my culture, what I was told to do this. Um, so that's how we are. We don't have out of the box thinking. Yeah. So there is these are all environmental related factor we discuss here. Yeah. But let's about what is a natural type of factor we need to discuss. What nature, actually nature has made us. This is what nurturing or environment has made us. Yeah. Let's discuss about nature. Uh, we think about sometime I am because of some cosmological aspect. Um, I'm in result of the Big Bang. Thousands of millions years ago, a Big Bang happened, and after that, so much big giant planets or objects were start to evolve from the Big Bang, and they are spreading the universe. They are making the universe, and our solar system is one of them, and our Earth planet is one of that solar systems, one component. And from that planet, I am a person who born with that type of vision I have. I am belongs to that. Maybe it's true or maybe it's not true. Um, so because everything is made by matter and matter is made by atoms or molecules or cells, I am that type of thing. Or I'm a genes. I'm made of genes or DNA. I'm doing what my genes have been designed. I cannot do anything which my uh, which is not in my genes. Is that I'm trying to explore, um, because of my genetic coding. Yeah, uh, that I'm ill because of my physically I'm ill because of my genes. So a lot of people, they have excuses in their life that why they are ill, because why they do have a, let's say, high blood pressure tendency, high diabetic tendency, higher uh, other type of physical illnesses. They say that, oh, we are made like this because my grandparents have, or because of my ethnicity have this. Is enough. So these are very self-limiting beliefs we do have. We think that they are real, they are reality. But are they really reality? Or you have pretending to do this? And even you don't want to accept the reality. You don't want to accept the truth, isn't it? So we are discussing these type of uh, things. We do have family disability. I'm not talking about really disability. I'm talking about the mental disability. We pretend to divert our attention from real issues to the non-issues. And that same thing spread within nations as well. Yeah. Uh, I belongs to any country. And if my country or my nation have some issues, because of that, we think that we cannot be prosperous, we cannot be uh, have an edge in as compared to other countries, and we try to, because of nature, because because of we are like this, and we will never come out this. These type of very beliefs we do have, isn't it? We do have. Um, Whether we think that we are superior from other nations, uh, our country is the best in the world. My city, my village is the best in the world. So these type of natural things, actually, it is also nurturing as well. But I'm talking about in the nature wise, because you are located in that nature. That's I'm talking about. So that's why we think that we are due to this thing, isn't it? So uh, whether we are a part of nature or we are part of nurture, we don't know. We are very confused, and that's why we need to learn about who we are. Um, for next session, I want to tell you about other thing, which is Dr. Stephen Covey has told us about what are our unique things, what who we are good at. Or Dr. Stephen is saying that um, how we can find our voice. It's a big subject, who we are good at. Obviously, I will tell you in details in the next video, in the next coaching session. But I give you a just glimpse of from the famous book, The Eighth Habit, written by Dr. Stephen. And he said who you are and what is your unique voice is. Yeah. And how you born with your unique voice and how you can identify. So I will give you a quick glimpse here. So this is Dr. Stephen is saying that your your voice is actually lie between four things. Uh, what your talent is, natural talent, what you passion naturally about, what your conscious is telling you, and what your physical needs are. When these four things meet all together, and what is produced is your unique natural voice. It's a beautiful explanation what you're good at. So if you want to know about what you're good at, you need to know first what you are talented about, what your mind actually is producing or can produce or have produced in the previous life, or what you are passionate about, what things make you excited, what your conscious make you very spiritual about particular things, what your physical needs uh, are about, and that needs when matched with talent and passion and conscious, that made your voice. Isn't it? It's a very unique thing. And that's a whole story of these things Dr. Stephen has explained in his Eighth Habit book. Um, and you must learn this. It's a beautiful book. It's a very mind-blowing book. That book actually gives you the whole roadmap, not only on your uh, on individual level, but also if you belongs to a company or if you are running a business. That book gives you the roadmap how you make your organization greater, how you make yourself greater. So I give you a quick overview about this thing. Courtesy belongs to that book, and this is a path which Dr. Stephen is telling. The whole book is written on this whole roadmap. You know, they say that when you born, the God has give you the power of choice, the natural principle, and four intelligences. That four intelligences refer to physical intelligence, mental intelligence, socio or emotional intelligence, and the spiritual intelligence. And when you use them, when you are self-aware about them, then you have two paths. One is this path of life and other is this path. This path and result is you will become a path on a path of greatness. You will unleash the potential within yourself. But if you will follow this path, you will be path of mediocrity. You will be on a path of failure, because you will lose your voice in that path, as contrast to the other path which will find your voice. So this is a beautiful journey he has explained in his book, uh, because in that journey of path of greatness you are the whole person, because you have a certain vision, you are following a passion, your body is maintaining a discipline, and you are consciously very strong, you are spiritually very strong. And on the other hand, if you are not a whole person, you are a victimized person, because you are continuously in a victimized thought. You are following not not principle, but following the social mirrors, and you are indulgence. Your body is indulged in something, and your conscious is occupied by your ego. Your ego is in terms of negative ego. So there's which leads to the low trust with the people and object and with the external world, and not only the external world but your internal world as well. So this is a beautiful paradigm Dr. Stephen has explained in his the Eighth Habit book. uh, so we will I'm giving you the whole just a very touch with this whole uh, design of greater life or the failure life. But you must read this book. This will give you the bigger picture of your life, and you will be in a, especially one of the Jenny Root. She explained um, about she is very in a paradigm of a entrepreneur paradigm. So this book will give you really paradigm of that, and give you the practical things, and a great thought and practical suggestion about how you need to live is. So I'm talking about this thing, uh, these type of just few examples of paradigm. So that's all. If anyone has a question, let me know. Otherwise, we will conclude the whole session, and we will keep continue to the next session next Sunday in a part two about who we are, who I am, in a really different approach. I will try to do this. Or if you want me to include or research about particular dimension which I haven't discovered or I haven't discussed in this coaching session, please let me know. Now it's up to you. If you have any question, please raise your question. If you want to make a video question, I will allow you to make a video question. Right. So that's it. Please join our YouTube channel. We have a link on the YouTube. Um, we have a business website, which is a lifemasterysuccess.com. If you want me to write something, you can email me. There is a email address, and there is a YouTube link as well. You can also join the 7 Habit community on Facebook and other Facebook pages as well. Um, that's the purpose of my YouTube channel as well, to bring the enlightenment to the people's life and give them the self of awareness, so that they can bring the positive change within themselves. Um, so thank you very much. Um, Before I close it, if anybody has a question, please feel free to ask the question, or if you want to share anything.
Sir, Nesh Kumar. Sir, in early slides, you discuss about identity, who am I? So I think this is a social, this is a personal and social, uh, like it is a fundamental identity of a personality which belong to our social environment and social life. So I think this is not a huge important. So one of the best identity is how we create our personal identity through our society to influence our society. So my question is how we create a personal individual identity to look our society.
Yeah, it's a very good question, Anish. I congratulate you. Um, Basically, it's not about telling anyone who you are or what is your really identity is. It's about self-realizing, self-understanding about own identity. Even maybe you are uh, crossing over many identities, or you are product of many identities, not only one identities, or um, you need to decide yourself by continuously learning through different approaches and knowing continuously as like your life mission who you are. And once you are committed on the point you have known, then there are significance conclusion you will see in your life. For example, you will not have a suffering. You will be in a very great time, comfort zone. You will spreading the love with the other people. You will not be a harmful person anymore. You will be the part of solution, not the part of a part of problem. So you will be living a greater life, and you don't need admiration from other people because you have worked on your character, not the personality. You are not following the social mirror, but the natural principles. Yeah, and lot of other things you can find that are you going well or you have known yourself. It's a continuous journey, no, continuous struggle to on the path of enlightenment or on changing your life. Yeah, so it's not. I cannot tell you who you are. You need to find yourself. But I will give you awareness. I will help you. We both will help each other to find really who you are, your true self. Yeah. Yeah, Jenny, you wanted to say something, or we will close it?
No, I just want to thank you. You always, this is such a wonderful thing. I appreciate this. I think we all do. Your time. This is an investment in each other, and I appreciate that immensely.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Really great compliments. Thank you. All right. See you next week, next Sunday. You can spread this video. I will upload on YouTube channel to your friend and family. You can comment on this video, or if you have any question, you can put in a comment as well. I will try to answer in my next of the video. Um, Also, there is a blog. I have post some blog post on my blog website, which is also on www.maratibalishaad.com. And hopefully see you next time. Thank you. Thank you.